What is going on to you, Aquarius? You have the Queen of Swords, the Emperor, Nine of Wands, the Fool, the Queen of Wands, the Six of Cups, the Devil, and you have the Strength, the Seven of Swords, and you have the Six of Pentacles. All right, so y'all already know the Queen of Swords, the Emperor, the Nine of Wands. I think very much so around this time, a lot of you are developing a reputation where, because Aquarius, y'all rule over the 11th house, and the 11th house represents hidden enemies, hidden difficulties, and a lot of you Aquarius are really building up a reputation with the people from the past who have tried to use you, and it didn't work. It didn't go down as well as they thought it should have for them. That you're really starting to really set the precedent or send the message that you're not one of those people to really be messed with. And the reason why is because you have the Six of Cups. We'll get to it though. But a lot of you Aquarius are really sending the message that if people think that they're gonna come into your life, spend a certain amount of time, try to convince you of certain things, and not really have any kind of real value to you, just come on in and expect you Aquarius to accept them without them putting in any kind of work, those people are very mistaken. They're lost. They're delusional. Because the Queen of Swords and the Emperor represents you are very much so ready to critique the world out of somebody. You know what I mean? You are the one running your own show. You realize that, look, you may not, you may not be people's first choice, whatever they think. A lot of you Aquarius are giving them the leeway of choice. But if they do choose to hang out with you, then they have to put in some sort of work. Value cannot be determined with, value can only be determined in time, right? So if a person is not really willing to show you their value in time, put in work, show you and tell you, right, that they like you, and not just tell you that, but show you that, then it's a waste. It's a waste. And the Nine of Wands, it's a waste on their part, because a lot of you Aquarius are not going to budge. You will give like I said, as a token of appreciation. You don't have a problem making the first move. You don't have a problem making the second move. But you can't always be the one to make the first move. And the Nine of Wands represents anybody who tries to get you to make the first move constantly, because they're like this. The Nine of Wands, where they're constantly making up excuses for why it is that they can't seem to be able to trust you enough. Why are they trying to get to know you? Why are they trying to be in a relationship with you? Which is questionable, because the Fool and the Queen of Wands now represents, these people need to understand that if they're going to be in a relationship, they do have to give back. So what does this have to do with the Six of Cups? This represents just everyone in general, really. The entire reading represents people, everyone in general. And at how people are going to interact with you, they have to interact with you from a perspective of actually trying to make sure that these are individuals who really actually make an attempt to really get to know you. It can't be, because that's what a lot of people want to do when they play games. They're exploitative. They want you to do all of the work while they sit down and do nothing. And that's not going to work, because by definition, in order to get to know an Aquarius, you have to be into some of the things that the Aquarius is into. I know plenty of Aquarius on my channel. I don't want this person to get offended at this, but I know an Aquarius. I think the Aquarius is pretty good. I'm not going to say the person's name. And the person's significant other is also into, I'm not going to say what they're into, right? And they share that. So that's my point. The idea that if anyone who's cross-watching, and even for you, Aquarius, you know, someone is going to have to be into what you're into. And if not into it, get into it. You know what I mean? They're going to have to get into it, because otherwise you and this person is not going to be able to work. Now, what does this have to do with your reading? This has to do with your reading because this you're shaking up the Six of Cups. You're shaking up. You're changing the tables. You're shaking up the power dynamics. What people think that they're willing to give to you, you're looking at a lot of people like something wrong with them, because you're being the emperor in the sense that you're not accepting it. You're like, listen, if you're gonna want to talk to me, you're gonna have to do more. This delusional idea that you have, that I have to work my butt off to meet you the 100%, and you don't do anything, yeah, forget about that. Bump that. That's a dub. And if they have a problem with it, then you, Aquarius, are okay. Because a lot of the times, your hidden enemies are often your significant others. The people that come with a smile on, your significant others, your friends, your family, those are your hidden enemies. The people that no matter what it is, things can't be good. So the Fool and the Queen of Wands represents, but even though they should be more like the Fool in the sense that actually make an attempt, Queen of Wands, they're going to be ego driven. No, I'm not going to do all that. Okay, fine, then whatever it is, what it is. You, Aquarius, are willing to let go. Six of Cups, they're not. They're not. So the Devil, again, you can see again, here's the evidence of this. They're not. Because what they're doing is, when you walk away from them, here they're going to try to come back soon afterwards. What? What are you talking about? Don't be like that, Aquarius. Yada, 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 yada. Well, are you ready to put in effort? No. Right? Strength. No, I'm not really ready to. All of this other stuff, all of this stuff, all of this, why don't they just meet you halfway? No, because that ego, which makes them look worse, that ego, that idea that they would rather waste time trying to somehow act like they don't want to show you any appreciation than for them to show you appreciation. Let it be real. It got to be heartfelt. It has to be real coming from them, right? It has to be coming from a real place. And the two of you, and you were, maybe you will get to know them. No, they find that too difficult to do. This is the mentality of someone who's delusional like that. They don't see value in the actual substance of it. They see value in the faking of the substance. This is how stupid some of these people are. Anyway, the Seven of Swords and the Six of Pentacles represent. So here they are. They, you know, when they come back, they're going to try to convince you that somehow they've changed. But have they actually changed, Aquarius? No, they haven't changed. So be on the lookout, if you haven't already, for people who are trying to come back. Old relationships, old friends that you could have had something with romantically, but they decided that they would rather play games. Because this is how a lot of delusional people are. They're delusional for a reason. So let's clarify some of these cards. Let's clarify the Six of Cups. The Chariot, Four of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Page of Cups. Page of Cups, their own delusion. Six of Pentacles, even though you stepped away, they still think that they own you. Some sort of delusion that they're dealing with. You know, they don't want to let go. What are they doing? What they doing for? Who knows? The Chariot, the Four of Pentacles, either way, you're not with these people. So their own delusion is in their own head. These people, Aquarius, seem to have a problem with understanding that you're your own people and you're doing your own thing, living your own life. Because that's just how delusional these people really are.